Welcome, everybody, to Piscean's Food for Thought number 4. Here is a poem that I'll start you off with for the video. The Scapegoated Piscean. Born in the tide's apology, the scapegoated Piscean drifts, their heart a sponge, swollen with other people's sins. They are cast as the vessel for every shadow unspoken, the dartboard for anger, the salt lick for blame. Every sigh in the room finds them, every silence becomes a noose around their throat, and still they try to smile, because water forgives until it turns to flood. The scapegoated Piscean dreams in blue, exile, and visions of kelp forests where no one points fingers, and the fish swam without shame. But here on land they are chained to myth, the martyr, the mystic, the one who absorbs until there is nothing left but bones sinking into the undertow. And yet in that drowning comes a strange kind of truth. To be blamed for the world's grief is to carry it out to sea, to let it dissolve in the tide, to become something vaster than scapegoat, something oceanic and free. Now I would like to read you a small little thing I call the Gospel of the Ancient Aliens. Uh-oh, there it is. My mini Circle K lighter. It is very small. It's probably as big as my thumb. Earwax. The Gospel of the Ancient Aliens. Look up, child, look up at the night, the sky stitched with a million pinpricks, and tell me you don't feel it. The hum, the static, the memory. Our ancestors weren't dumb cavemen banging rocks together. They were witnesses, traumatized by the headlights of the universe, pulling into Earth's driveway. They saw the visitors and then spent the next 10,000 years carving warning labels into stone. The pyramids, not tombs, not monuments, they're docking stations, lighthouses for the skyboats, geometric prayers fired into the cosmos. The Sphinx isn't smiling, it's grimacing, stone lips pressed shut because it knows. The Nazca lines? No farmer wakes up one morning and says, hey, let's scratch a 100-mile hummingbird into the desert so no one can see it from the ground. No, that's a runway. That's graffiti for gods. That's a signal flare. We remember you. Come back. The myths? Every culture whispers the same thing in different costumes, gods descending from the heavens in fiery chariots, feathered serpents who teach agriculture, star people with glowing eyes who shape humanity like wet clay. These aren't bedtime stories, they're trauma diaries written in metaphor because there wasn't yet a word for spaceship, let alone UFO. And what did the visitors want? Maybe they wanted gold, maybe they wanted DNA. Maybe we're the bastard children of an interstellar one-night stand wandering the planet with amnesia. Maybe that's why we keep looking up, why we build towers, rockets, radio telescopes, like orphans leaving the porch light on, waiting for mom and dad to swing back by Zetareticuli and say, sorry, traffic was hell. But here's the thing, nobody tells you, the aliens never left. They're in the bloodline. They're in the dreams. They're the shadow behind your shoulder in the mirror when you blink. They're the buzzing in your teeth when you pass a radio tower at midnight. Humanity is not alone, and it never was, it never will be. The proof is written across deserts, mountains, temples, and the half-burned neurons of every prophet who screamed to the sky and heard an echo. So yeah, you can laugh at ancient aliens as a concept, call it crackpot stuff, but deep down you know it. You felt the hum, you've seen the lights at 2 a.m. over the freeway, you've woken up with the taste of metal in your mouth in a dream you couldn't explain. The ancestors were not lying, the myths were not metaphors. The truth? We are the aliens, the extraterrestrials, we are the experiment, we are the ghosts of gods pretending to be human until someone flips the switch and the sky opens for us again. And when it does, that's when history really starts. Now here's a trigger warning for my next entry. This is about cancer, the disease, not the zodiac sign. And This is just my conspiracy, but also based on literal facts, take it as you will, about why we human beings believe that cancer is uncurable, or it has been uncurable for decades, for eons. And I will be going into depths on cancer. So if that is triggering for you, I suggest clicking off the video right now. But if you are 18 plus and you enjoy my content and you would like to hear this, stay tuned. Let's spark up one more time here. Why can't cancer be cured? Cancer has become one of humanity's most enduring specters, a word that carries both scientific complexity and cultural weight. For decades, people have asked the same burning question, with modern medicine capable of replacing hearts, editing genes, and extending lifespans. Why has cancer not yet been cured? The answers lie not in a single conspiracy or deficiency, but in a tangle of biology, economics, and human perception. The myth of a single cure. When people imagine curing cancer, they picture a silver bullet, a pill, serum, or a universal treatment that erases all tumors. But the reality is that cancer is not one disease, it is hundreds, even thousands, of distinct diseases caused by different genetic mutations, environmental triggers, and biological behaviors. A skin melanoma does not act like a pancreatic carcinoma. A childhood leukemia has almost nothing in common with lung cancer caused by smoking. To cure cancer would mean finding cures for an entire ecosystem of illnesses, each with its own personality and tricks for survival. The evolutionary trickster. Cancer is not an invader, but a corruption from within. Tumor cells are human cells that have broken free of the body's normal controls, multiplying wildly, mutating constantly, and finding ways to evade the immune system. They are, in essence, evolution speed running inside a body. By the time a treatment targets one mutation, another mutation may emerge, making the cancer resistant. It's like trying to fix a leaky roof while the storm keeps changing direction. Progress hidden in plain sight. It's not entirely true to say humans haven't cured cancer. Many cancers that were once a death sentence are now highly treatable. Childhood leukemia, Hodgkin's lymphoma, and certain testicular cancers have survival rates that would have been unimaginable in the mid 20th century. Modern immunotherapies and targeted drugs can send even advanced cancers into remission for years. The problem is not lack of cures, it's that the word cure suggests permanence, and cancer's tendency to return makes doctors hesitant to declare victory. The economics of illness. Here lies the darker suspicion that fuels conspiracy theories, okay? The notion that curing cancer is not profitable. It is. Cancer treatment is a multi-trillion-dollar industry worldwide, with pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, and insurers all profiting from the long-term management of the disease. A one-time universal cure could disrupt the financial ecosystem that thrives on recurring treatments, scans, and therapies. While it is unlikely that scientists are deliberately suppressing cures, the structure of medical economics does create inertia. Research funding often flows toward profitable treatments over radical one-time solutions. Human time versus cancer time. Go ahead and put my glasses on so I can see better. Holy shit. Perhaps the most haunting truth is that cancer has been with humanity since its beginning. Tumors have been found in ancient Egyptian mummies, fossilized dinosaurs, bore signs of bone cancers. It is not a modern disease born of pollution and processed food, though these factors certainly contribute. Cancer is in many ways the shadow side of being multicellular and living long enough for cells to accumulate errors. As humans stretch lifespans, cancer emerges more often. In this sense, to cure cancer entirely would mean overcoming one of the fundamental costs of life itself. A moving target. Conclusion. So why do humans claim they haven't cured cancer? Because the language of cure suggests a finality that biology rarely grants. Progress has been real, staggering, and ongoing, but fragmented. Cancer remains a shifting enemy, as much a part of human existence as aging or death. Perhaps the real question is not when humans will cure cancer, but whether it can ever be cured in the singular sense at all. To defeat cancer fully would mean rewriting the very laws of evolution and biology. Until then, humanity will continue to walk the uneasy path of progress, cures that are partial, treatments that are prolonged, and victories that are real but never absolute. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Stay safe.